Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. So today's video is going to be a look on the makeup I'm wearing at the moment. It's my work makeup. So this might be a lot of makeup for some others, it's not a lot for some. Some people don't wear any makeup at all to work, totally personal preference. I manage to do this in about 5-10 minutes every day when I'm working, and yeah, it keeps me going throughout the day. It makes me feel a bit more ready for the day. So I hope you enjoy. If there's sort of content that you like, then please remember to subscribe and hit the like button. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Just have a little sippy sip. I've started on raspberry leaf tea to help my uterus become stronger, in theory. So let's get straight into it. Normally for work, I've got about 10 minutes to quickly put my face together. I personally always do wear makeup at work. I just feel more comfortable that way. I obviously could go to work without makeup on. There's no problem with that. No one would have a problem with that. For myself, I feel like when I'm looking after patients, I would just rather look a bit more presentable. That's my personal choice. I basically never put a primer on when I'm going to work. Although my shifts are long, they are about 12.5 hours long. Luckily, I don't live far from the hospital that I work at, so say my day is 13-14 hours long. That is a pretty long day, and you need some pretty good makeup for that. Don't get me wrong, I do find at the end of the day, a lot of my makeup is gone, but that's fine. I'm not looking for a full face of, thick, high coverage makeup for work. I just want something that's presentable and makes me feel comfortable. I have lots of different choices. I'm just going to kind of show you a few different skincare things. I'm not going to, show you loads of choices for every single item. I was just thinking for foundation, I would show you the different things that I use. I do really like the No. 7 Hydroluminous Moisturising Foundation. Unfortunately, this one's too light for me at the moment. Well, a lot of them are. I also have the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Advance All-in-One Foundation. These are quite low to medium coverage. This one's too light for me as well. And then on a similar thread, the NYX Bear With Me. This is a really, really lovely, quite light, I would say, coverage. It's called a tinted skin veil. It's not even called a foundation. This one's really lovely. I would like to get it in a darker shade actually, because I very much enjoy that. Something else that I'm almost out of, you can tell I like No. 7. I find No. 7 is really good for skincare, and when I say skincare, I mean base products. They are enriched with skincare, and they're also not the highest coverage. They do have some high coverage foundations, but I would really recommend trying out No. 7's foundations. They are very good. This is one of their BB creams in shade medium. I'm almost out of it. I use this a lot actually, especially because it has SPF 15 in it. This one has SPF 50 actually, so that's amazing. NYX looks like it doesn't have any, and this other No. 7 one has SPF 15. So yeah, I like to use this BB cream. It is very moisturising, so you don't even need to put a moisturiser on before. Normally I find I get up, I wash my face, I give it a second to, calm down, and then I just put my makeup on straight away. So I do like using these more moisturising type foundations, because I find that they don't need a moisturiser on underneath. I can basically skip a step. Something else that I would recommend, I'm sorry, it's No. 7 again. I actually have loads of different foundations, they're not all No. 7, is their Beautifully Matte Light. So my skin at the moment is pretty good. I would feel confident and comfortable to go out in a low coverage foundation. Not every day is the same. Sometimes I have some quite nasty blemishes. So if I did have something like that, I would look at wearing a slightly higher coverage foundation. This isn't high coverage though. They actually do a Beautifully Matte, I believe, and this is the light version. It just depends on how my skin is at the time. So, sorry about the massive spiel. Let's just get into it. I'm going to use this one today. I really like this as a light coverage, and hopefully you'll agree it's a really beautiful finish. I take this on my EcoTools buffing brush. I'm nearly out of this, so it's quite difficult to get any product. I have to literally just squeeze it out and try not to get it all over myself. Give me 2 secs. Oh my god, I just got it all over the floor. It literally just squirted out. And now it looks like there's a foundation snake on the floor. Fantastic. There's me saying I've nearly run out, and I'm throwing product, literally throwing product on the floor. I find I can use quite a lot of this product. I just put it straight on the brush, dab it on my face. I am quite tanned at the moment, that's why I'm going for medium. I also have the light shade and I like to mix them together. As I said, this is not a high coverage BB cream at all. And I guess this wouldn't be to everyone's taste, but it works really nicely for me day to day and especially at work. Obviously the times are changing. At the moment, the protocol in work, I'm not working currently because I am pregnant and I am due in just a matter of weeks, but I am aware that in the NHS, staff are having to wear masks all the time and then potentially even more PPE such as visors. So to be honest, people probably aren't wearing makeup that much anymore. I probably wouldn't if I was having to put so much on my face. But again, that's another reason why if you were to wear makeup, you probably wouldn't want to wear anything too heavy for the long shifts with PPE on. This is quite a moisturising BB cream, so it does kind of get a bit stuck in my brush. So I tend to kind of buff it in and then kind of press all over, just to help it go into the skin. So I do always use a concealer with this kind of product. I wouldn't necessarily go around and kind of spot conceal just because I'm not that bothered, but I do always like to put concealer kind of on my nose, the areas where I have the largest pores, because I don't find that this completely covers them. Today I'm going to use the Bourjois Radiance Reveal. I've had this for quite a while. This is in shade 2, it's called shade beige. It's a really, really lovely natural finish concealer. So I do tend to just pop this all over my under eye, and I only take it down in a triangle, like I said, because of my large pores. If I didn't have those, I'm not trying to like contour my face or anything. I just need a bit more coverage in that area. And then I go for kind of the full centre of my face. And you can use a brush for this. It is, in my opinion, much quicker to just use a sponge, especially when, like I said, you've got 10 minutes to get ready in the morning and you need to be out the door. Also bearing in mind it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, you're a bit tired. This is why I love these sponges. They just make everything so simple. I'm just going over my eyelids a little bit just to kind of blank out any discoloration, especially if I'm super tired because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm really happy with that. To me, that's like perfect coverage for work. I will then go in with powder. Like I said, I'm having a long day at work, so I need to set my face, otherwise it's going to be sliding off straight away. I like to use very finely milled, this is a NYX HD Studio powder. I like to use this under my eyes, just I find it really, really sets the concealer and stops it from creasing. So I'm just popping this on a fluffy brush. Wow, you can see it everywhere. And I'm literally going to pat this into my under eye. I'm also just going to take this into my T-zone because it is a very mattifying powder. What I love about that powder is that it sets the under eye so it feels completely dry and smooth, but it doesn't add any cakiness. It's a really, really lovely under the eye powder if you were looking for one. And then to set my face, I'm going to use it doesn't really matter what powder I use, I'm just going to use my number 2 beige Bourjois Healthy Mix powder on a large fluffy brush. I'm just pat it all over. It is nice, I find, to use a powder like this that has a small amount of coverage because I'm using low coverage everything else. This just kind of gives you a little bit extra. Then for face powders, I like to use a palette like this, for example. It's so quick, so easy. This is a Benefit Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad. This is my second one of their palettes. The other one I have doesn't have highlighters in it, and it's been well and truly loved. This one is beautiful, I have shown it before. So we've got bronzers, we've got highlight, and we've got blushes in here. So I can quickly just whack them all on literally within minutes. So I will show you what I do. This is one of my Real Techniques blush brushes. I'm gonna dab into Hoola. I still like to add a bit of bronze to the face, even when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup as such, just because I find when you just use foundation and concealer, you can have a bit of ghost face going on, you know? So I'm really quickly, and I'm literally just dabbing the brush in. I'm not using a lot of product here. I always pop a little bit down my nose. This is like the first time that I'm not gonna have to speed up what I'm doing because I'm actually working really quickly. And then with Sigma Angled Blush Brush, I'm gonna take the Gold Rush colour. It's a very, very beautiful, natural blush. I haven't actually worn it since being tanned, so I'll probably have to put quite a lot on. Wow, that powder, it smells amazing. Literally smells of perfume. I've had to put quite a lot on because I'm quite tanned and I think this blush works better on a lighter skin tone, but that's fine. I do like to use a tiny bit of highlighter when I'm at work. I like to take a little bit on my small finger, on my little finger. Who says small finger? And pop it in my inner corner. I just really, really like that look. I find that it completely opens up your face and your eyes. And I will take I'm gonna try and take a small amount on a fan brush here, just because the Cookie highlighter from Benefit is really intense. And yeah, I'm not planning on going to work with like crazy highlighter on. But it is nice to have a little bit of a sheen to the cheeks. And I do feel like it's so quick. If I'm already doing everything else, I may as well just pop a little bit on. And then I'm just gonna blend that through. So you can see there's just a little bit of a sheen. And yeah, that's it for the powders. I think you can do those in record time. And I really do think that's what kind of brings the face together. A little bit of powder. So for brows, I don't tend to fill them in properly every day. I tend to just go with a brow mascara like Gimme Brow. This is from Benefit. I've got it in shade number 2. It has kind of fibres in it, so it really helps to darken and thicken the brows. And I find that I can kind of define my brows with this. So this is all I wear for work. Because my brows are so fair, I just find I look a bit strange if I put other makeup on, I have to put something on my brows. So yeah, I just run this through. And like I said, I don't use a pencil, so I do use kind of the edges and things to create more of a shape. Like this, rather than just using it as a brow mascara. Normally I would say 20 odd pounds for a brow mascara is too much, but Gimme Brow is so good because you can use it like this. I use it like this all the time, not just for work actually. You can use it solo and it really, really enhances the brows. So yeah, that's kind of all I do. Then I do curl my eyelashes just because I find my lashes look so much longer when I curl them and they don't kind of hold the curl on their own with mascara. So these are Tweezerman lash curlers. They are really lovely. I finally got hold of my all-time favourite mascara again. So I've got the Benefit They're Real mascara. I do love a bit of mascara. I was having lash extensions for quite a while and that made getting ready for work so quick because like I'd be done now. But yeah, I will go ahead and pop some mascara on. I need mascara that doesn't smudge, doesn't run, doesn't crumble, because the days are long. Often as well, I just thought I'd add, I don't put mascara on the bottom line. It just depends how I'm feeling. But often I find it's easier to not put it on the bottom line because then you can like rub your eyes and things. But today I'm going to. Just to contradict myself. Okay, so mascara finished. I find that mascara just brings the whole kind of look together. Also, I'm having like, my lashes are way longer on this eye than this eye at the moment. I have been using a lash serum. Maybe it's something to do with me like sleeping on this side, I don't know. It's weird. I'm almost done now. Last step is to pop a tinted lip balm on, and I tend to take this with me to work as well, keep it in my pocket, because working in a hospital, there's aircon, you get very dry. I always make sure I have chewing gum and lip balm. This is a Soap & Glory one, it's called Peach Pout, and it's in the shade Peach for the Sky. But yeah, I'm not fussy, literally any tinted lip balm will do. So guys, that's it, I'm done. Obviously, this video is like quite long. In reality, I literally do this in 10 minutes every day. So I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to subscribe and like if this was content that you enjoyed. And I'm thinking of doing some videos about nursing, about midwifery, how to get into those fields of work, and yeah, what the reality is like. So let me know if you'd like to see those. Take care guys, bye.